Right, good morning, YouTube. Hope you are well whenever you're watching this. We are 4 days out, and boy oh boy oh boy, do we have a day on our hands today. So, plan of action for a day. Quickly run through that. We have got a loadie going on today. So, if you've not been following along, first of all, making sure you're following along, watching all the PE videos, but we have ran small little kind of carb load, we should say, 2 higher days of food the last 2 days, which was about 350 carb yesterday and the day before that. So this morning we woke up at 63.9 kilos, which is only zero point 0.1 kilos up from yesterday, which is really good. So in a really good position. Today's fastest shots were really good. Happy where we're at. This peak week so far has been exactly to plan as we predicted, and that is obviously the advantage of having peaked before. Like, we have so much to get to go off of. We can be extremely predictable. So today we have got 100 grams of carbs for the day, for the whole day. Yesterday's pre-workout meal alone was 190 carbs. In today's full day of eating, we have 100 carbs. So yeah, we've got that going down. You join me at the first meal of the day. Just got that going down. Got the whey paste here. Gonna make this into a whey cake. So yeah, something I wanted to go over as well. Like, yesterday I had 350 grams of carbs. Today I have 100 grams of carbs. It's literally going to be the exact same meals, just in different amounts, and that's how easy this process is. Like, a lot of people kind of stress over their nutrition, their meals, etc. when they have to make adjustments. It's literally a case of using MyFitnessPal and making the necessary adjustments. So today's totals are just under 1700 calories, 200 protein, 100 carb, and 50 grams of fat, which will be very, very lovely. And I'm very, very excited for it because guess what? It has a purpose. So the reason why we're doing this as well, this low day, is like, we are obviously, last 2 days we've filled up. We're very, very full right now, carrying a lot of fullness, and we kind of want to wash off that water pretty much. Today's like the kind of last day of kind of like following the plan to a T, if that makes sense. Like, tomorrow will really just be a case of assessing where we're at, assessing where body weight's at, the look, etc. Post workout today, can I see how we look as well, getting data from that, and then from there until show, it really just will be a kind of case of assessing and putting in what needs to be put in. Like, tomorrow we could wake up super good look, and it'll just be kind of holding that until the show, or we could be a little bit more flat over these next few days and we need to just fill up a little bit more. So yeah, that's the plan of action. Got me one going down. Gonna make this, and I shall show you what we have. So meal number one, the whey cake, the beautiful whey cake. We have got in here 60 grams of whey, 20 grams of 90% dark chocolate, and 60 grams of raspberries. Now, you might be wondering, why has he got 60 grams of raspberries instead of 80 grams of raspberries, which he usually has? Because I don't have enough carbs for the day, that's why. So yeah, got that going down. 47 protein, 13 fat, and 12 grams of carbs, and that is meal number one going down. I'm going to eat this. Plan of action until I shall talk to you again will be to crack on with client work, get yesterday's YouTube video uploaded, get some steps, get showered, get ready, and it should be time for the pre-workout meal and the final, pretty much the final session, until show number 2 of the season, which is very, very exciting because we've got pool on the cards today. Got RDL day today as well, so last RDL until show number 2. It'll be a very reserved set on 3 plates, but we'll get that filmed for you today, which is very exciting. So I'm going to tuck into this. The time is 8 AM. Usual fluid, salt, sups, etc. Won't go over that today as well, so I go over that yesterday. But cracking into number one, 0 carbs, pretty much. Well, it was like 12 carb, but that's from like the dark chocolate and stuff. So yeah, the next meal, pre-workout meal, will probably be the largest meal of the day, which will be like 50 carb, half of my carbs for a day. So yeah, I shall see you then. Right, we are here with meal number 2, the pre-workout meal. Now, I know I did say that today's meals are going to be literally exactly the same, but I have made a slight adjustment to this meal for numerous sort of reasons. I'm actually just finalising the meal, but pretty much literally just replaced the rice for sourdough, just because it was just an extremely low amount of rice with the amount of carbs I have. So literally that's the only adjustment I've made. And it just goes to show how easy, you know, changing your meal plan or having a little bit of variety can be there. But realistically, like, sourdough is already in my meal plan. I know it digests super well. Little tip as well, a little bit of 1 spray on your sourdough, bit of salt, very, very nice. And I'm a big fan of sourdough. This is out, that's lovely, I'll get a new one. But yeah, meal number 2, the pre-workout meal going down. So we have 100 grams of sourdough, so just under 50 grams of carbs come from the sourdough. Bit of ketchup on the side, 10 grams, 175 grams of chicken breast, 20 grams of dark chocolate, and then we also have the intra workout, which will obviously go down in like another 2.5 hours time, which is just the exact same without the carb powder, so just the EAs in there. So yeah, that's pre-workout meal. 575 calories, a big old pre-workout meal going down, and that'll be going down very nicely. So something that I want to discuss as well is just peak week in general. The goal in peak week is to reduce stress, and that involves you just chilling out. I feel like that is something people can struggle with as well in peak week, is obviously when you're in prep, you're doing your cardio, you're doing your steps, but then when it comes to peak week, you just need to chill out. But learning to actually just chill out, relax, do things that you enjoy, and it can be hard for some to get a switch off. So that's something I had to adjust to in the first week, but obviously that is the luxury of us, doing these warm-up shows, is to learn all this stuff. And as well, peak max as well. Obviously, if you watch this YouTube video, I did get some peak max, however, we're not going to trial or use it for this show. Just because like in peak week, we're not just going to put in more stuff that we've never trialed before. And realistically, if we want to use it for the next show, we will trial it out like in between these shows, to see how my body reacts to it and see if it is actually beneficial. Because in peak week, you just want to keep everything as predictable as possible. And this peak week has literally been just like that. Like, it's been so predictable due to the past peak week, due to the past data. So yeah, gonna eat this meal, pre-workout meal, and I shall see you for when we're in for a pool. I'll give a little post-workout chat, see how we're looking post-workout as well, which I'm going to predict is going to be a very, very good look. How we're weighing in as well. So, and then can I go over the final session until show day. So 4 days out, let's get it. Right, people, that is the session wrapped up, and have I got an update for you? So, yep, that is the last session / the penultimate session, because we've got an upper body pump session on Friday, but that's not like a proper session. But really good session. Josh was in as well. He got a chance to see me in person, so insert post-workout shots here. Very, very good look. A slight unexpected turn of events, shall we say. Just with like the bodyweight post-workout, it was the exact same as it has been the last 2 days with lower food going on today, which is a bit unexpected. However, it's not bad, it's just not kind of what we have planned, which is a prime example of just peak week in general. Like, you can plan a peak week before, if that makes sense. Like, it is, like, it's still a good spot to be, sorry. Like, we just are holding a lot of fullness still, and just need to dry off that little bit more. But post-workout shots are really, really good, once again, as you can kind of see. Really good shots. Also, this is post-pull as well, so with a kind of like back pump, just to kind of take note of with these shots. But really, really good look. We are really, really happy with the look. Still holding a lot of fullness. And I know, I feel like I'm just going back on myself with this video, but we are actually going to trial some peak max tonight. So hopefully we wake up extremely stupid dry. But the reason for that is because we're still holding a lot of fullness, even if the peak max makes me a little bit flat, we have time and we have days to fill back up. And it won't be a problem if it quote unquote goes wrong or just doesn't, do what it's supposed to, pretty much. So there's like not like a risk involved, which is kind of what I was talking about this morning. So yeah, just looking for these shots, like really, really happy. Like, more condition coming through. I am exactly a kilo down as well from this time last show. So compared to 4 days out last show, 4 days out today, obviously, to the next show, I'm exactly a kilo down. And just with this, just freshen up, fatigue dropping, just new condition coming through, especially through glutes, hamstrings, quads. Just, yeah, super, super happy. Things are going really well so far. And this is how we're looking 4 days out, which is a really good spot to be. So, plan of action for the rest of the day is just to go home, eat the post-workout meal, which will be just, I'll run you through when I get there. I'm not sure what it is. It's obviously just sourdough chicken, and then the last meal will be no direct carbs, and then we'll have 2 capsules of Peak Max, which is like half a serving, and then I'll have another 2 capsules right before I go to bed, and then we'll wake up, and obviously the next video I'll take you through what happens when I wake up. But realistically, the plans going forward for the rest of this week, with this kind of consideration of today being a little bit more fuller than expected, it's literally just seeing how I look when I wake up, what body weight's saying, and literally just assessing from there and taking it day by day from there. So 4 days out, really fucking good spot. We have filled up very nicely. Fatigue is dropping, exactly what we need in peak week. And you know, a little bit of an unexpected turn of events today, which is honestly, it's pretty exciting. So yeah, really good spot. Pool session was absolutely lovely. Final RDL until show day. Just took 3 plates for like 8 reps. Once again, 2 to 3 reps in reserve, nothing crazy, especially with an RDL. Not doing anything stupid, really just being controlled. And obviously I usually take like 170, that was like 140. So yeah, really reserved. Obviously devolume, reserve. When it comes to peak week in general, the goal is not to, you know, retain performance, etc. It's to simply just go in, get a bit of blood in, and not batter ourselves and kind of not allow our body to kind of hold inflammation, which is obviously going to lead to a worse look. So that's why we kind of do that. So devolume, literally is a 50% reduction in volume. So for example, if I have 3 sets, I'll do 2 sets. If I have 2 sets, I'll do 1 set. And also keeping a couple reps in reserve there. So yeah, that is that. Tomorrow's a rest day. Friday we're in for a pump session. Saturday will be 1 day out. We'll be resting. And then Sunday is my fucking show day as well. And with the BMBF, obviously I have to do my own tan, which Josh has the honours of tanning me 1 day out as well. So yeah, the plan of action for us today will just be to be cannot goddamn speak. The minimal carbs are getting to me, but nah, I'm only joking. I feel good, but really good session. Really happy with the look. Things are going well. Things are going well, and I'm once again, me and Josh are very confident and happy with how this peak is going so far. My brain is slowly melting away, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I think that's kind of all I kind of wanted to update on. Rest of the day is just a little bit of work, client work, and it's just chilling out, as I kind of discussed. Just chilling out in peak week, just doing stuff that I enjoy, low stress, chilling out, feet up, you know what I'm saying? And we have 3,000 steps left, so I'll take that off as well. 8,000 steps for the day. And that is us. Happy be done, happy Josh, happy life, happy peak week. And I shall see you for the post-workout meal. Let's go. Right, meal number 3. We are home. Post-workout meal, the last meal with direct carbs in it for the day. We have got 200 grams of chicken breast, 80 grams of raspberries, 40 grams of sourdough bread, and 10 grams of ketchup on the side, which is absolutely lovely. So like I said, same as the usual post-workout meal, just with a change of sourdough and for the rice. I'm pretty sure you can tell my brain is absolutely melting with the minimal carbs today, but that is a post-workout meal. That comes out to 53 protein, 4 fat, and 23 carbs, coming out to a whopping 350 calories. Oh yeah, that's going down. Chilling out for the rest of the night, bit of work, bit of steps, and feet up protocol. That is exactly what peak week is. And I shall catch you for the final meal of the day, which is the Ninja Creamy, the one and only, the protein ice cream. Absolutely lovely, delightful. So very excited to keep these peak week videos coming on, especially these next few days where it is going to be, you know, just kind of waking up, seeing how we are, and then kind of formulating a plan with Josh then, which will be cool, and it will be cool for you to follow along as well. So excited to keep these peak week videos going. I do enjoy them. Once again, with the extra time in peak week, I do have time to kind of film these, edit these, and get them out. So if you're enjoying, please do like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. If you are interested in online coaching as well, there are spaces available. There'll be a link in the description if you are interested on making a shit ton of progress, even if you don't have bodybuilding aspirations, even if you just want to look better, lose body fat, build muscle. I coach absolutely anyone, but if you do have competitive aspirations, then make sure to start now. Even if you're looking to compete in 2027, like I already have boys, a couple of teens actually, who have a lot of potential and they're already in their off seasons building a lot of muscle and making a lot of progress towards your 2027 season. So yeah, that is all. I'm hungry. This is going to go down an absolute treat, and I shall catch you for the final meal of the day. Let's get it. Right, the final meal is here. The battery literally just died on here, so I'm on my phone, but let me just set this up for you. There we go, the final meal. It's here. You know what it is, the Ninja Creamy. Honestly, prep has been an absolute breeze when it comes to food and nutrition with the addition of the Ninja Creamy. So 100 grams of, oh, look at that, that is perfect. Perfect. A little pint of ice cream to finish the night off, which is not so bad, is it? Cookies and cream flavour, absolutely beautiful. And that's something I want to talk about as well. My phone's there, I can't see what this meal is, but it is 30 grams of whey, 400 mils of almond milk. Then we've got 100 beef, 10 Dutch chocolate, and 80 raspberries to finish off this full day of eating, 4 days out, drying off, low day, etc. But the time is 6:45 and my bedtime is 8:30. So when it comes to sleep as well, sleep for this prep has been absolutely amazing, and it's because I put a lot of priority on it from day one, even before my prep. And I do think that's why, you know, like I've got into this condition. I wouldn't say quite easily because it's, you know, it's not been easy, but you know what I mean. Like I've not had to fucking feel like death to get here. And I think because my sleep's been on point, I literally get 9 to 9.5 hours of good quality sleep every single night now. Since I did start getting quite lean, I do wake up in the middle of the night at least once to go for a pee, but that is just kind of a prep kind of symptom of just being really lean. Like when you don't have as much body fat on your body, you don't have as much place to store water, so you're obviously going to pee more. So that is that. But my Ninja Cream is melting. But when it comes to your nutritional timing for sleep, I would just leave like an hour or two just to make sure, like, if you eat right before bed, when you're trying to sleep and your body's trying to, you know, go to bed and switch off and sleep, your body is still going to be digesting the food, therefore it's going to struggle to get to sleep, which is going to impact the quality of your sleep as well. So just make sure to leave a little bit of a gap, especially when it comes to hydration as well. I do like to cut water an hour and a half to 2 hours pre-bed, to just assist in not waking up in the middle of the night for pee. And I know a lot of people can struggle with that, and there's a lot of things. I can do a full video on sleep, and I might cover that a lot in the next video, to be honest with you, because sleep is so important. It's honestly just as important as your training, it's that simple. So yeah, that is a full day of eating, 4 days out. Stay tuned for the rest of the peak week vlogs. Hope you're enjoying this, but that's a full day of eating. Easy peasy, 100 grams of carb for the day, absolutely no stress at all, and absolutely beautiful. Good night. Right, almost forgot, as we discussed earlier, 2 of the hashtag secret peak week pills, shall we say, peak max going in. Obviously we discussed that earlier, so we won't go into that, but try on that out. And if you want to see what happens when we wake up tomorrow, are we going to be absolutely peeled out of our mind? Who knows, you'll have to wait and see. But good motherfucking night. As you can see, the blue light blockers are on, no strip is on, 2 big things that help with my sleep as well. But I'll go into that in a lot more detail in another video, because I do think that a lot of people can improve their sleep a whole lot, and in return a lot more progress can be made. So I'm going to take 2 capsules here with this last meal, and then 2 right before I head to bed. That is 4 days out completed. I shall see you when we're 3 days out. Good motherfucking night.